Hello, I'm Mitchell.
I'm Gabe.
I'm Maria.
Mom.
Hello, my name is Kayla, and I'm going to be talking to you about surrogate motherhood. Having a baby is one of the many joys in an individual's lifetime, and many people look forward to having a baby all their life. But unfortunately, not everyone can have a baby. Sometimes, in some cases, some common and some rare, a male or the female cannot have a child. Some people can't reproduce due to their weight, their age, their genetics, illnesses, and many other issues. Luckily, there are many different ways to have a child if you can't reproduce. There's always adoption, which is a nice option to have, but there's also surrogacy. Surrogate motherhood is a very controversial topic, and not everybody agrees with it. But surrogacy is a great option for couples who cannot conceive. A surrogate mother is a female that bears a child on behalf of another woman, either from her own egg fertilized from the woman's spouse, or from the implantation in her uterus of a fertilized egg from the other woman. Surrogacy is often more successful than any other reproductive systems. There are two different types of surrogate mothers. One is a traditional surrogate. A traditional surrogate could also be known as artificial insemination. A traditional surrogate is a woman who is artificially inseminated with the father's sperm. She carries the baby and then delivers it to the parents. A sperm donor can also be used for traditional surrogacy. The other type of surrogacy is a gestational surrogacy. A gestational surrogate makes it possible to harvest eggs from the mother, fertilize them with the sperm from the father, and place the embryo into the uterus of the gestational surrogate. A gestational surrogate has no genetic ties to the baby. Gestational surrogacy is more common than traditional surrogacy in the U.S. because both parents have genetic ties to the baby. About 750 babies are born each year using gestational surrogacy. Like I previously stated, there are women and men in the world that can't reproduce. Some women may have medical problems with her uterus, she may have had a hysterectomy, or may be too medically risky. Surrogates have made parenthood an option for those women and for people who might not be able to adopt due to their age, their marital status, or their sexual orientation. There are also many different ways to choose a surrogate. If you're not comfortable with choosing a random person from a surrogacy agency, then you can always ask a family member or a friend. Asking a friend or relative to be a surrogate can become very controversial because of genetics. But no matter who you pick, that surrogate is still giving you the chance to experience a miracle. All surrogates must at least be 21 years old, and they must also have already given birth to at least one healthy baby. They also have to sign a contract and pass a psychological screening by a mental health professional. They clearly have to undergo a lot before they officially become a surrogate. A cost of a surrogate can range from $80,000 to $120,000. A wide range of factors determines costs. Some of these factors include whether the surrogate has her own medical insurance or whether the parents have to buy a surrogacy pregnancy policy for her. It can become very expensive, but it is all worth it once your baby arrives. Usually, during this time, the parents or whoever has hired the surrogate pays for her health care. State laws vary on surrogacy in the U.S., and there are no federal laws that exist. In some states, after a surrogate pregnancy, you still have to pass adoption proceedings to gain legal custody of the child. In other states, a declaration of parentage before birth overrides the need for adoption proceedings. So to protect your rights as parents, you should hire an attorney to write up a contract. The contract should clearly state the obligations of the mother and the parents-to-be. Compensation for surrogates is different depending on location and whether or not you proceed with a private surrogacy or a surrogacy agency. For example, surrogacy through Circle Surrogacy pays up to $45,000 as of 2013. The American Society for Reproductive Medicine claimed that 859 surrogacy and gestational carrier cycles were performed in the U.S. in 2010. This is mainly due to increased societal acceptance. Surrogacy will only increase in popularity over the years. Having a baby is a miracle, and surrogate mothers help make that miracle possible for others who can't experience it on their own. There are many different options when looking into surrogate motherhood, and if for some reason you can't conceive a child, you should definitely look into it.